Okay, when you're ready.
Chen-Ya and
Lauren Foster.
And we will be performing Bears, Bears, Bears everywhere. I love bears so much I do. And once my dream of bears came true. I wished and wished and wished for bears, bears, bears everywhere.
First, there was a loud knock on the door. Two bears skipped in. One, a very large bear with very large paws.
Two, an orange bears with long painted claws. They made their way to the kitchen to get some food to eat, but they messed up the floor with their big furry feet. They climbed on the table, they climbed on the chairs, then they climbed up all 21 stairs.
Ding dong went the bell, and what a surprise to see more bears. And they said, "Hello, hello, your wish has come true. We have come to spend the day with you."
Big bears, little bears, round bears, square bears, bears that were wearing sweaters, bears that were bare, bears, bears, bears everywhere. Bears on the rugs, bears on the lampshade and in boxes, bears in my drawers, trying on all my sockses.
But what was that sound? What have they found?
A crack, a break, was my wish a mistake? A pile of books and then all my toys fell on the floor.
A sad little bear, dressed all in green, was stuck underneath. He could hardly be seen. We struggled, we sweated, we said, "Oh my."
We pulled and we pushed, had one last try and he was free, yay!
But the bears were all still tugging, shoving, pushing, pulling, running, hula-balooing.
It was then I had to say, "Stop! Although I love you so, bears, you must all go."
"Oh no, 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 we will not go. You wished for us."
What in the world could I do? I know, I wish and wish and wish for bears, bears, bears to leave.
And one by one they slipped away, all the bears that came to play. Not a single bear was left, no bears anywhere.
It was silent and still until a little knock was at the door. I made my way to the door one more time and opened the door to see who I've been waiting for all this time.
Who do you think was at the door?
A bear. It was indeed a bear.
Thank you. Now we're going to go on to the speakers and presentation.
So in relation to the national curriculum, our story is aimed for year 2s because it's got simple rhyming words, it's quite short, quite snappy. The requirement is for children to have spoken language in the environment with writing and vocabulary in every subject. They are to be given structured lessons with description, explanation and narrative, expanding their vocabulary. In relation to speaking and listening, the national curriculum states that children need to make formal presentation demonstrating to others their ideas and participate in debates. It's also vital for them to develop their vocabulary, grammar and understanding of reading and writing, focusing on building their confidence, creativity and sharing ideas. Due to private talk and public talk, they are able to develop their writing skills due to previous discussions. This will lead to writing scripts, stage directions, thinking outside the box. The level of communication in the classroom also encourages cognitive and social development.
So one of the theories is connectivism. So it's the belief that people learn through knowledge that's distributed across networks. And it recognises the importance of technology because at the minute everything's so digital that children will have more equipment than we had when we were at primary school. So they'll have like tablets and faster computers. So it also links to what Chen-Ya said about the national curriculum in year 2. So children should be able to make presentations, demonstrate to others and participate in debates. So one thing that you could do in the classroom is to get the children to get into groups of, small groups of 3 or 4 and create a PowerPoint presentation and present it to the class. This allows them to share different viewpoints and perspectives and to solidify their understanding on a topic. So they can also make sense of different formats of information, so they'll know how to use books and written sources and also computers.
Taking the national curriculum into consideration, we have designed a classroom activity. So the children would be able to first discuss their questions for the characters and for the bears, how they will feel, expanding on their vocabulary. At the end of the week, a child would be in the hot seat and the questions would be performed to him. This also linked to the Year 2 national curriculum for role play and drama techniques, identifying and exploring the characters. The teachers are also able to teach through scaffolding and removing layers as they go, giving them support where it's needed. We looked at the theory of cry, cue and visit, where they looked at the effects of teacher interactive teacher-pupil dialogue in a mathematics lesson. This also can be transferred into an English lesson due to the high level of dialogue. They found that going beyond intonation response, feedback, working collaborative, teaching through scaffolding and encouraging high quality pupil dialogue really encouraged the development within the classroom. The children was able to discuss their ideas and then the scaffolding was removed, leading to independent learning.
So another theory is social constructivism, which connects to Vygotsky's ideas that we learn through being social. So it suggests that without speaking and listening, we wouldn't learn as effectively, and that children actually create their own knowledge through experiences they've had and just trial and error, really. So it does place a lot of emphasis on collaborative learning and the fact that we learn through not only teachers but like parents and other peers as well. And it helps when they're more knowledgeable because we can share knowledge. So there's another one, which is Bruner's theory of scaffolding, which builds on Vygotsky's zone of proximal development. So it emphasises the role of more knowledgeable individuals again, and it enables children to solve something that they couldn't do on their own. So to start with, they're more dependent on their teachers and the parents and the other peers. So once they become comfortable with what they're learning, they actually need a new challenge so that they're constantly being stimulated. So there's 3 learning modes. There's enactive, which is very like hands-on, and it can involve like riding a bike and learning an instrument. And then there's iconic, which is where knowledge can be represented using models and pictures, so this is why you often see the picture books being used. And then there's symbolic, so they can learn to think in abstract. So symbol systems can be used to represent numbers, mathematical symbols and letters and language.
We also looked at the study which was conducted by Hill, looking at the theory of Vygotsky. It looked at the aim of the study was to explore method of enhancing collaboration skills in Key Stage 1, improving their speaking and listening. They also looked at engaging on exploratory talk, where they talked in groups, linking to Vygotsky's educational theory that children learn to think individually by learning through dialogue. Their findings were that noisier members of the classroom were much calmer, allowing the quieter, more shy students to talk and show their opinions. This also transferred outside of lessons, so in other subjects they found that the students were behaving the same, transferring their skills, showing that they've grown in more confident and getting themselves involved in public talk. There's a list of our references.
Thank you.
Thank you.